Hey everybody, how you doing? Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada on the set of our radio show, Sportsbook Radio, inviting you to check the featured pick of the day from oddsworthbetting.com on a hump day. We got a lot of action, a lot of opportunities on the wagering board, and boy, you think about it, we are ready to roll. The Thursday night game's not going to light a candle under anybody on Thursday, Tennessee, Jacksonville, but we get bowl season underway. Here we go. 5 bowl games on Saturday. Just looking at some of these games, the New Orleans Bowl. You get Nevada with Louisiana Lafayette, who always, they get that home field advantage there. New Mexico Bowl. This is an interesting game. Utah State, kind of a really solid under the radar kind of team from the Mountain West against UTEP. Then the Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl right here, right down the street. Utah gets Colorado State. Don't sleep on that. That's a good game. Utah with a really good defense. Colorado State was really well coached all year long. And then the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. One of those wacky names, but a good game. Western Michigan and Air Force on the blue turf up in Boise. As for Wednesday night, busy night in the NBA. 10 games on the slate for you. And we'll focus on Atlanta at Cleveland. The Cavs, a 21-0 lead against Charlotte. They don't cover. Unbelievable. Brooklyn's at Toronto. Interesting game. Brooklyn's got to play down in Miami and then fly all the way up north of the border. Not a really good scheduling spot for the Nets. Milwaukee and Portland. Milwaukee coming off the buzzer beater win over Phoenix. Portland beats San Antonio. Popovich at it again, resting guys, and he'll do this from time to time. Just get that little window of opportunity when Popovich is going to send guys home. It happens twice a year, and then he sent them home because they're playing Memphis on Wednesday night. But boy, this is a really, you would think, a bad spot for Memphis after all this hype around the Tuesday night game with Golden State. But we'll see. NBA, 10 games on the docket. NCAA hoops for you. Interesting game. Number 19, San Diego State travels to Cincinnati to take on the Bearcats. Watch this Bearcats team against Nebraska. Well, you know what? Everybody's got the bad beat story, right? I've got, on Saturday, I had Cincinnati plus 4.5 and the under. 42-42 at the end of regulation. Like, are you kidding me? The total was 120. It goes to double overtime. I'm going, here it comes. I've seen this a million times before. A double right side loser. It's going to be Nebraska wins and it goes over in double overtime. Ends up being a 1-point game, and it stayed under the total in double overtime. But and the problem reason, Cincinnati can't shoot foul shots. A lot of good athletes, but very undisciplined on the court. So we'll see if they're better at home. Eastern Michigan had the low-scoring win over Michigan. Now they take on the Spartans at number 25, Michigan State. And a game right here, Portland at UNLV. Well, Portland can play a little bit, and this is a very young UNLV basketball team. On ice in the National Hockey League, 3 games on a Wednesday night. Light schedule is always midweek. Ottawa is at New Jersey. Ottawa losing in overtime to Buffalo on Monday night. Boston is at Minnesota. It could have a little playoff flair to it. Although Boston, that Chara injury is still on the outside looking in. They got to get going in the Eastern Conference. And then an interesting get-out game. Dallas will be at Vancouver. So it's a busy Wednesday. Plenty of opportunities on the wagering board for you. Always inviting you to check out the featured pick of the day from our friends at oddsworthbetting.com. I'm Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. We'll be back with you in this space again tomorrow.